Hello, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here on Narcissism 101 Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom. It's a beautiful morning so far. The weather is beautiful. The sun is shining, and I'm not sure where you're watching this video from, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in the States, whether you're in anywhere else. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for watching this video. And before I get into it, as usual, if you want a one-on-one session, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com, or you can send me a text message at 647-406-3057. If you want to call, just send a text to that number and just let me know that you want to talk about your narcissistic experience, and I'll be more than happy to give you some advice, give you some help. If you're in a relationship and you just want to figure out whether this person is a narcissist or is toxic, or you just have questions for me, I'd be more than happy to give you some help, give you some advice, and we can definitely get you the help that you need. So, what we're going to be talking about for this video today is the narcissist is a grifter. Yes, the narcissist is a grifter. So, before we get into it, what exactly is a grifter? When you hear the word grifter, what exactly does that mean? The answer, a grifter is a person who swindles people out of money. Now, narcissists, you have to understand something. Narcissists love money, but they don't just love money. They love your money more than their money. But see, narcissists don't just swindle people out of their money. They swindle people out of everything that is important to them. Now, that could be a person's relationships. It could be their belief in humanity, meaning their belief system, whether they believe in the good of humanity, whether they believe in other things. The narcissist also swindles people out of their health. They actually ruin people's health. You know what I mean? Like if you know in yourself that you're a healthy person, you're stable, you take care of yourself, you eat good, you get a lot of sleep. The narcissist wants to destroy this, and they want to swindle you out of it. And the way that they do this is they remember what I said in most of my videos, guys. If you've been watching my videos long enough, if this is the first video you're watching, thank you so much again for being here. But the narcissist, what narcissists thrive off of is chaos, confusion, and control. Now, narcissists, when they swindle people out of the things that matter most to them, how they do this is, first, what they do is they want to cause chaos, right? So, and how they do that is they want to throw you off guard. They want to make it seem as though you don't deserve that thing that you have, because the narcissist is envious and they're jealous of people because of who they are as people, right? And narcissists, they don't see people as regular human beings like, you know, me and you see each other. Narcissists see people as opportunities. They see people as things that they can take advantage of. They see people as people that they can swindle things out of, right? So narcissists, you have to keep in mind that they do this because they feel like that they should have the things that other people have, because narcissists don't possess the traits that you and I possess. You possess everything that is good, right? Everything that is good in humanity. But the narcissist possesses the direct opposite of you, which is everything that's bad, right? And so what they have to do is they need to be able to swindle people out of things. They need to be able to control people. They need to cause chaos, because if they're not causing chaos, then they're not doing the thing that makes them happy. And what makes them happy is destroying people's lives. So when it comes down to it, guys, the narcissist being a grifter, this is why we say that when you identify and when you figure out that someone that you're someone that you're dealing with is a narcissist, this is why we say that you must start developing a plan where you get as far away from them as possible. Going no contact, blocking them, getting rid of everybody that they know, doing all these things, because the more that you stay in a relationship with the narcissist is the more that they can swindle you out of the things that are important to you. Okay, so what this looks like is what it looks like when you leave them in the past is you get to a place where they don't matter to you anymore. And what you do then is, you say to yourself, okay, I have people who are close to me. I have someone who I can trust. I'm going to get in touch with this person and I will make sure that they know what my situation is. Obviously, the person you trust and who has respect for you, right? You let this person know your situation, and you get this person to assist you with, moving things out of the wherever you are with them, or just you getting to a place where you can feel safe with that person and you can get as far away from the narcissist as you can, because narcissists are of reprobate minds of the devil, and if you give the devil an inch, he will take a mile. Just like the narcissist, if you give them anything, they will take more and more and more from you, because narcissists, again, they are entitled people. They're not stable. They're not normal people like me and you are, who can who know when we've done somebody wrong and we can apologize and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I promise I will think twice before I do what I do. Narcissists cannot do that. Narcissists, they need to destroy, and it makes them happy. It gives them joy when they are destroying somebody else's life, when they are taking away from someone, because narcissists know that that's all they can do. All they can do is take from people, right? And so when it comes down to it, and when you're dealing with a narcissist, you have to understand that they're grifters, and they do this because they want to, and they do this because it's their way of causing chaos, confusion, and control. Because when they cause this chaos in your life, when they, for example, swindle you out of your money, for example, when you find out that your bank account is at zero or something, or when you find out that you can't live your life the way that you used to because the narcissist has destroyed your belief in humanity. They've destroyed your health to the point where you can't even turn a light switch on, or you can't play sports anymore. And then when you can't do those things, they start questioning, like, why don't you play sports anymore? Why don't you do these things anymore? And you're scratching your head like, wait, what? Why is this person asking me these questions? Well, they're doing that because now that they've caused that chaos in your life, now they know that they can confuse you, right? Also known as gaslighting, right? And if you've watched my videos for quite some time, if you watch one of my videos is entitled "What's the Narcissist's Favorite Abuse Tactic?" Their favorite abuse tactic, believe it or not, is gaslighting. And it's gaslighting because narcissists know that if they can play games with your mind, and they know that everything starts in the mind. Narcissists, mind you, narcissists know exactly what they are doing. They know that they are swindling you out of whatever is important to you. They know that they are gaslighting you to the point where you believe in them and you no longer believe in yourself, right? That's not a good place to be, where you're believing in somebody who is destroying your life and you're not believing in yourself. That's not a good place to be at all. But narcissists know that they're doing this to people. And so when it comes down to it, when they're causing that confusion, now that they have you confused, now they know that they can control you, right? Because they know that now that they have control of your mind, now that they can control the part of your brain where all your thoughts come from, now they know that they have you. Now they know that you can't do anything because they have control of your mind. I know it sounds a little scary, but it's the truth. They know that they can do anything they want with you. They know that they can now take from you. They know that they can isolate you from your support system, from the things that matter to you most, from your family, from your friends. They know that they can do all this to you because they know that they have you controlled. They have you under what is known as also known as mind control, right? So what you have to understand, guys, is that narcissists, they will swindle you out of anything if they can get their hands on it, right? And so that's why as soon as you identify someone as a narcissist, you need to quickly figure out how you are going to get this person out of your life. Whether that's blocking them, going no contact, whether that's getting in touch with someone close to you and getting as far away from them as you can, whether that's, doing anything that you can to get as far away from them as possible, because these people are dangerous. Right? These people, what you guys have to understand about narcissists is that, and I mentioned that in my last video, is that narcissists, they have a mental disorder of their mind. That is why they act the way that they act. That is why they swindle people out of their money. That's why they manipulate. That's why they gaslight. That's why they blame shift. That's why they triangulate. That's why they That's why they can do object constancy against people. That is why they financially abuse people, mentally abuse people, even physically abuse people. That's your malignant narcissist. That's why they do all these things. They do all these things because they know that the person who they're doing it to, they know that person knows absolutely nothing about narcissism, right? And it's until that person figures out that they're a narcissist that the narcissist will eventually disappear, because narcissists, they fear somebody exposing them. They also fear that people will abandon them. So it's interesting because the things that the narcissists fear, they do themselves. So they fear abandonment. Because they fear abandonment, they also abandon people eventually. They fear that someone will figure them out, and so the narcissists themselves, when they figure out they abandon people, right? That's just how narcissists are. Narcissists aren't normal people like me and you, right? They're not like a normal toxic person who. With a toxic person, the difference between a narcissist and a toxic person is that a toxic person, most of the times, don't mark me on this, guys, but most of the times, a toxic person, when they've done you wrong, most of the times they don't know that they've done you wrong until you point it out to them. They say, you know what, I'm so sorry that, I did you wrong. I'm so sorry that, I did that. I should not have done that to you. You know what I mean? And they're able to correct their behavior. Whereas narcissists, they know exactly what they're doing. They know that they're abusing. They know that they're lying to people. But see, narcissists, they can't introspect. They can't apologize for the wrong that they did to somebody. Because narcissists, they have a disorder in their mind that doesn't allow for them to apologize, doesn't allow for them to get help for their abusive behavior, doesn't allow for them to stop gaslighting people, for them to doubt themselves. Narcissists cannot do that. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that. That's how narcissists are grifters. This is how narcissists swindle people out of the things that matter most to them. And they do this by gaslighting people, by controlling their minds, so that the people, they don't have control of themselves. Because when you don't have control of your mind, you've lost control of yourself. Right? And so the narcissist knows this. That's why they attack your mind first. That's why they gaslight people first. Because they know that if they can gaslight you, they know that they can control everything about you. Because without your mind, guys, remember this. This is normal for human beings, human behavior. When you don't have your mind, you don't have anything else. Because your mind controls everything about your body. I just want you guys to know that. That's really important for you guys to understand. And so narcissists, they know that they can control the mind, that once they have control of this part of your body, that everything else shuts down. So I hope that this video helped you out, guys. Thank you so much again for joining me here on Narcissism 101 Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom. Like I said, if you want a one-on-one session, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com. Or you can send me a text message at 647-406-3057. If you want to talk, if you want to vent, if you have more questions about this video, please feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to talk with you. Post a comment down below. I'd even encourage you, if you're new to this channel, to watch my podcast. Watch me on the podcast I spoke on about my narcissistic experience. If you have questions about that, you can also reach out to me. But yeah, thank you so much for being here again. Thank you so much for joining me here. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you so much.